The dream is dead, and Silicon Valley's tech workers are waking up to a harsh new reality. Remember when landing a job at Google, Meta, or Amazon felt like winning the lottery? Those days of six-figure starting salaries, unlimited perks, and job security that seemed bulletproof are rapidly becoming nothing more than nostalgic memories. A viral discussion on Reddit has tech professionals openly mourning what they're calling the end of big tech's golden era. And the culprits they're pointing fingers at might surprise you. Not too long ago, the technology sector represented the ultimate career destination. Engineers and developers could expect phenomenal compensation packages, incredible workplace benefits, and the satisfaction of building groundbreaking products that genuinely improved people's lives. The work was challenging, but rewarding, and companies seemed genuinely invested in their employees' well-being and professional growth. But here's where it gets controversial. That era is officially over, according to industry insiders. Three major forces are being blamed for this dramatic shift, and they're reshaping the entire landscape of tech employment. First up is artificial intelligence, which has become both the industry's biggest obsession and its most ruthless cost-cutting tool. Tasks that once required highly skilled, well-compensated engineers are now being automated away, leaving many professionals questioning their job security. Companies are embracing AI not just for innovation, but as a strategic weapon to reduce their workforce expenses. Second, we're witnessing mass layoffs on a scale that would have been unthinkable during tech's glory days. Major corporations are wielding the efficiency axe with unprecedented aggression, disguising job cuts as strategic restructuring, while their stock prices continue to climb. The human cost of these decisions seems to matter less than appeasing shareholders and boosting quarterly profits. The third factor, and this is the part most people miss, involves the explosive growth in H-1B visa hiring, which has fundamentally altered the competitive landscape for domestic tech talent. Critics argue this practice has created a race to the bottom in terms of wages, making it increasingly difficult for local professionals to secure the high-paying positions that once defined the industry. The numbers tell a sobering story that's impossible to ignore. According to data compiled by Crunchbase, the technology sector has already witnessed more than 130,000 job eliminations in 2025 alone, and we're only partway through the year. Industry giants, including Microsoft, Intel, Google, Amazon, and TCS, have all contributed to this staggering figure, treating their workforce reductions as routine business operations rather than the life-altering events they represent for affected employees. The online reaction has been swift and brutally honest, with tech workers sharing their frustrations and observations about these industry changes. One particularly pointed comment suggested that when companies talk about AI replacing workers, they're really talking about massive offshoring, disguised as technological progress. Another user highlighted how major US-based companies are increasingly establishing development teams in countries like Colombia, effectively moving high-paying American jobs overseas while maintaining the pretense of domestic operations. The sentiment among many professionals is that the financial benefits of these changes flow exclusively upward to executive leadership and shareholders, while ordinary employees bear the consequences. All high-paying jobs getting hit. In tech, offshoring means more stock to C-suite. Tech revenues are just increasing. It's gross, one frustrated worker explained, capturing the growing resentment about the disconnect between corporate profits and worker welfare. Perhaps most damning is the observation that tech companies have abandoned even the pretense of caring about their employees or broader social responsibility. As one industry veteran put it, companies once made at least token efforts toward employee satisfaction, environmental responsibility, and allowing workplace expression. Today's corporate culture seems to actively discourage dissent, eliminate climate commitments, and prioritize profit extraction over product innovation or user welfare. The transformation extends beyond employment practices to the very products these companies create. The focus has shifted dramatically from developing genuinely helpful technology to maximizing user exploitation. even when it demonstrably harms mental health and well-being. Many observers blame this shift on the increasing influence of MBA-trained executives who are applying traditional cost-cutting and profit-maximizing strategies to an industry that once prided itself on different values. And this is where the debate gets really heated. Are we witnessing the natural evolution of a maturing industry, or the systematic destruction of what made tech special in the first place? Some might argue that these changes represent necessary market corrections after years of unsustainable growth and inflated expectations. Others see them as the inevitable result of allowing traditional business thinking to dominate an industry built on innovation and human potential. A reality probably lies somewhere between these perspectives, but the human impact remains undeniably real. What's your take on this dramatic transformation? Do you think the tech industry's golden era was always unsustainable, or are we watching corporate greed destroy something genuinely valuable? Have you personally experienced these changes in your career, or do you think the complaints are overblown? The comment section is the perfect place to share your thoughts. Whether you're defending these business practices or calling for a return to tech's more employee-friendly roots. This analysis is based on discussions and experiences shared by Reddit users and reflects their perspectives on current industry trends. The opinions and specific claims mentioned belong to the original contributors and do not represent independently verified facts.